14 months ago, the department store Macy's ended its 11-year relationship with Donald Trump's menswear line. Macy's fretted that Trump's controversial statements on the campaign trail could hurt his brand and theirs. There are now additional signs of trouble for the Trump brand. Maria Bartiromo, host of Mornings with Maria, global markets editor for the Fox Business Network, is here. Hi, Maria. So this has gotten a little beyond neckties and shirts, right?
Well, I think so, Britt. And I do think that initially the brand has taken a bit of a hit. But, you know, it's really hard to know. And I feel like I have to put this in context with the mainstream media as well, Britt. Because, as you know, the mainstream media would like Hillary Clinton to win. And there are various stories out there basically saying that there's this boycott against Ivanka Trump's business, that Donald Trump has seen hotel rates, room rates for his hotels, particularly the one in Washington, D.C., go down. But then you look at things like Twitter. He has 12.7 million followers on Twitter. And we know that he has gained so many more followers than perhaps he may have lost with this movement that he is trying to lead. And I do think that at some point, if the brand has taken a hit throughout all of this vitriol, that he will be able to get that brand back. Because if he has good hotels, if he has good golf courses, then people are going to go with it. But when you put this in context with the mainstream media and these stories out there, I think it's really important to also recognize that things like this are an opportunity to take voters away from the real issues. I mean, the fact is that the issue that is most important to the American people is the economy. And when you look at Donald Trump's economic plan, he wants to lower taxes and he wants to roll back regulations, including Obamacare, which we all know has been strangling small business. Hillary Clinton, on the other hand, wants to raise taxes and she wants to raise wages, which is going to make it much more expensive for businesses, which will probably lead to fewer jobs created and stagnant economic growth. So when you look at that, I think that that's really the issue that's most important. Yes, there are a lot of stories out there about Ivanka Trump's business taking a hit, about Donald Trump's business taking a hit. I will say this. The PR representative of Ivanka Trump's business says that the company's sales are up 37% year over year from 2015. They are completely pushing back on this notion. Nonetheless, there are people who are pushing back on Donald Trump and Ivanka Trump and this movement that they are leading. And as a result, you do have this idea that the brand has taken a hit. I don't think that's long-lasting, frankly, because like I said, at the end of the day, if he has good hotels, if he has good golf courses, he's going to get that brand back.
Well, let me ask you about the hotels in particular, because it seems to me, I read the other day that some of the hotels that are being developed now will not bear the Trump name. Do you know about that?
Well, there is a movement, particularly this complex in New York, where his name is on it, but he doesn't own them anymore, so they're saying we might as well take the name off. But I think right now it's very...
Well, Maria, why would they do that?
Well, because they are against Trump. I mean, the vitriol of this election is really what it's all about, and obviously...
So in your view, it's a politically motivated move. It's not a move that has to do with concern that the Trump name will hurt business.
100%. I think it's totally political, Britt.
Wow. And tell me about the Ivanka Trump line of clothes. I guess that's not the most expensive clothes you can buy, correct?
No, it's for middle America. It's sold in places like TJ Maxx, obviously.
Right.
I'm sorry?
This would be kind of a sweet spot for the people who support Trump, which is a lot of blue-collar white people.
That is...
who might be attracted to this brand just on the fact that it's good value alone.
Which is why I do not think this is going to stick, because this is exactly his sweet spot. Middle America is who he's speaking to about jobs. These are the people that are really more interested in looking at his economic plan and what lower taxes and lower regulations are going to do for their lives than they are about this political revolution and this pushback on Donald Trump not being a politician. Yeah, so that's why I do think this comes back, even if right now, on the face of it, it looks like the brand has taken a hit.
Now, would it be your view that probably the brand has not taken a hit?
I don't think so. That's why I'm putting it in context for the mainstream media, Britt, because I think it's really important to recognize there are a lot of stories out there right now about this, but what's really true is debatable, because he's got an enormous following. People are looking at him not necessarily about the man, but about the movement, that they want to stop the corruption in Washington and they want to get the economy back on track. So, sure, the Trump name has become divisive. There's no doubt about it. And we may very well see a portion of the public pushing back on some of his products. I don't think that is long-lasting, and I don't think that that's going to impact, at the end of the day, people going to the properties if, in fact, they're good properties.
Well, but the hotels as a group are pretty ritzy, from what I've seen of them.
Pretty much, yeah, they're
so,
high-end.
I wonder whether the high-end customers would be the type that would pull away from him, and that the lower-end customers who are legion among his supporters, because that's where his appeal has been to lower-income people, are having the toughest time. Whether their loyalty to him will be enough to keep those hotels booked.
Right. It's the same reason that CEOs haven't given any money to Donald Trump. Because when you're talking about large CEOs, these are global businesses. These are globalists. Donald Trump is saying, I'm not running for president for the globe. I'm running for president for America. When I speak with small businesses, Britt, I'm talking about the restaurant owner, the person in the farmer's market. They're desperate for Trump economics because they are feeling like their business has gotten strangled by things like Obamacare, the EPA, Dodd-Frank, all of the things that Hillary Clinton says that she wants to build on. So small business is one portion of business. Big business and global CEOs, that's right, that falls into that category, that high-end elitism that you're talking about that may very well be shunning the brand right now.
All right. Got it, Maria. Thanks. Nice to have you.
Thanks so much, Britt.